morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. We're gonna wait a second. All right. Good morning. We're back in the kitchen. It's already been a week. Last week we did 2 recipes, mulled maroon and Henry VIII's hot chocolate.
Forgot about
which
that.
I enjoyed quite a bit, but I think I told you the next day I drank kind of a big mug of it. Come this way, Dr. Mary, you're off camera.
Oh,
Here we go. I drank a big mug of it that evening and was just like this all night long. There's a lot of caffeine in pure cacao, so it's just something to be aware of, and maybe not a big mug. So today, I'm excited. My friend Jennifer Parker sent me her mom's recipe and then told me later that it's actually her mom's recipe from her aunt Dinah. I hope I'm saying that right. We're making eggnog. I've never made homemade eggnog. I love eggnog. I could drink this with a straw and be happy as a clam as I just got chubbier and chubbier and chubbier because it's not very good for you. Half a cup has 9 grams of fat. But that's why you only drink it at Christmas, see? It's clearly a Christmas drink.
It's an insulation method.
I love eggnog. Dr. Mary doesn't particularly care for eggnog, but I'm hopeful that you might like homemade eggnog.
I will try. Obviously, the homemade eggnog will be better for you.
I don't think so.
I've seen the ingredients. We're screwed.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think you could pare it down the same way you can pare down, you can buy low-fat eggnog, but what's the point?
It's called milk. Just as a spoiler alert.
Yes, it's okay, but if you're going to do it, then let's do it. So because Dr. Mary does not love eggnog, I put on his Christmas album, the best Christmas album in the world, ellipse, ever. So I'm going to keep it just down a little bit. You should be able to hear us. So we're going to get started on Jennifer's mom's recipe for homemade eggnog. It's called Leslie's Hot Eggnog. So first thing you need is 4 eggs.
Oh, it is good for you.
I need the protein.
There's all the cholesterol in an egg.
But the vegetarian in me needs the protein. So you're going to separate the eggs.
I only bring up cholesterol actually because one of the side effects of becoming sober is your cholesterol level gets a bit wacky. So you have to get that checked.
I'll say again, not mine.
Okay then.
I mean, it's not that I don't care about your cholesterol level, but,
Oh!
So we're separating the eggs, whites from yolks. Remember, if you are doing anything to make a little meringue, which we're going to do, you don't want any fat of any kind in with the whites or they won't froth up like you need them to. So there's lots of ways to separate eggs. I just think this is the easiest and certainly kind of the yuckiest, but whatever.
And if you ever catch yourself teaching an elementary science class, the egg is the biggest cell you can see with the human eye.
Wow. Fat and science today.
There
Very
you go.
exciting. I will also say that eggs separate much, much better if they are room temperature.
Ah.
I don't know why, but
I did not know that.
Actually, it's not that they separate better, it's that they come out of the shell better. I gotta wash my hands quick. All right. So we've separated the eggs. Oh, Dr. Mary's composting as we speak.
I know.
I guess a good sous chef cleans as he, in this case, he. All right, as he goes. So, 4 egg yolks. I'm not going to show you those because they'll fall out and that would not be cool. Half a cup of white sugar. Let me make sure that's right. Together, blend the, where's my rice? Egg yolks, sugar, and salt. Okay, half a cup of sugar.
I actually suddenly feel like I'm on the the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, it would be so much more bucolic behind
We
us.
need to do this in a tent.
It's so true. And a little bit of salt. If you're concerned that I put way too much in, it's because it's almost gone and I couldn't really get that out. All right, can you go beat that, please? Just a little bit, yep. All right. Here's my milk. I think that it is better if it's organic. I think it certainly tastes better. I hope it's better for the cows. I hope these are happy cows who are not crammed in. Let me see. Oh yeah, use the spatula to get all that sugar. You want 3 cups of whole milk, or whatever milk you're using. All right, Dr. Mary, that's good. All right, 3 cups. And I bet you could use, non-dairy milk as well, because you're just warming it up. I think you have to use eggs for this. I know there are like aquafaba, which is the stuff that comes out of garbanzo beans, the juice of garbanzo beans. That can make what you need to make mayonnaise, but I don't think you could use it for eggnog. All right, put that here.
Does it need another whisking?
Well, no, because it's metal on metal, so I'm doing what I can to save you from that. Dr. Mary cannot stand metal on metal, so it's always a big drama at our house if I have the audacity to use a metal spoon in a metal bowl or
it's terrible.
thing. So we have to keep watch of this. We don't want it to boil, we just want it to be warm. All right, so then you take your 4 egg whites and you, let's see, you get them frothy. All right, they're not frothy yet.
Correct. Is that a scientific cooking zone?
Sure. Here, have your coffee, Dr. Mary.
Thank you.
Welcome. So I'm curious to know, to the watchers, are you fans of hot or cold eggnog? Because I only ever drank it cold growing up. Oh, look at that, they're frothing. All right, so to this then, you add 3 tablespoons of sugar. It calls for cane sugar. I think you could use whatever you have. I happen to have cane sugar, so that's what I'm using. All right, 3 tablespoons. And I think you want to turn that way up. And then you let it mix between tablespoons. Because you're trying to make a meringue. How's the milk?
Doing okay. It's warming up. Oh.
Good. Make sure you're stirring the bottom so it doesn't scald. 2. So when I turn this off, I'll tell you why I asked if it was hot or cold. 3. Oh my gosh, those organic eggs are making it such a beautiful yellow color, because the yolks of organic eggs are always much, much richer than regular eggs. And the shells are thicker too. When I first started working with organic eggs, I had to figure out how much harder to crack them because they don't crack nearly as easily as eggs from chickens that are just there to shove eggs out. Oh, it's almost done! How's the milk?
It's good.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that tastes really good. All right. So I think you'll be able to see this. Nope. Let me see if I can do this. Look at, can you see how, let me take this off. See how peaky that is? You don't want it stiff like if you're making a pavlova, but you want it to be glossy and to have a pretty good rise. I did look into, because I know a lot of people are nervous about anything with raw eggs. Most of what I found said you're going to be just fine, that eggs are safer than we've been led to believe, particularly if you have kept them cold. Now, I did tell you we used room temperature eggs, but I took them out about 6:15, so they didn't sit out for hours and hours. Do you have a thought on that, Dr. Scientist?
Well, they've still got the same amount of, like, cholesterol in them.
No, we're not talking about the health quality. We're talking about are they safe to eat? Is it safe to have raw egg white?
Oh, yes.
And why is that?
Because it's the yolk that actually could potentially grow anything that could make you sick, like any...
Salmonella?
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's got more nutrients for that salmonella bacteria to actually reproduce, as the egg white doesn't.
And is warming it up like this enough?
I don't know how hot that's going to get.
Well, we're turning it off, so you don't want it to boil. So what is that, like 180 to 200 maybe?
So that's about what, that'll be about 80 degrees centigrade. Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of translating centigrade.
Yeah, about 80 degrees. I mean, that's how hot it is when you cook a medium to rare steak. So that would burn.
Oh.
That would kill most bacteria.
Good to know. Okay, so this is warm. I don't know if you can see the steam coming up, but you'll just have to trust me that it's warm. You take this off the heat. You add, I think it says a teaspoon of vanilla. I've never in my entire life measured vanilla for anything. I am a product of Bonnie Bowman. She's not a fan of measuring. She would look very disparagingly on someone who got out a teaspoon to measure vanilla. I will not do it. So I'm going to do a dollop of good vanilla.
But even Mary Poppins had a spoonful.
Yes, but it was an unmeasurable amount. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that was, she was practically perfect in it.
Oh my gosh. I wish you had a scratch and sniff phone with us. Or computer, whatever you're watching it on.
That really does smell quite good.
Oh. All right, so here's our whites. Ooh, it's like I'm making a blizzard. Look at that. So, have our Christmas mugs. Not made by anyone we know, I'm sorry, but I don't have any homemade Christmas mugs. We'll work on that. Okay. So this says to put the meringue in first.
This could be an Arizona.
I'm not totally sure why. It could be. But we're going to follow the directions since Jennifer was so nice to share them with us. So I'm going to do 2 kind of heaping spoonfuls. I'm going to do a lot for me because I like it. I'm so excited for this. And then we're going to do a ladle full of this. Here, I want to show you how, take this out for a second, please. I want to show you how beautiful this color is. Can you see how yellow it is? It's so pretty. I'm sorry, I can't tip it any further. It actually is the color I always dreamed my first Oscar dress would be. I used to say kind of a brown butter, pale yellow, which actually would not be good on me at all, but whatever. I'll drink it instead of wear it. Oh my gosh. Jennifer, this is very exciting. All right, I'm only going to give you this much, Dr. Mary, because I don't want to waste it on you.
Thank you. Very kind.
Thank you. Then it says a smattering of cinnamon and...
A teaspoon smatter.
No, and nutmeg. I always use whole nutmegs because my grandma used whole nutmegs and I was so enchanted by them, and it definitely does taste better. So, there's yours. Don't drink yet because I don't have mine yet. You could stir it if you want. You could use that spoon, but just don't put it back in there. I'm gonna have a lot because I know I'm gonna love it. kind of messy. Okay, I need my cinnamon. So, where's my cinnamon?
Yeah.
Right in front of me. Good job, sous chef. I asked about hot or cold because I have a friend, Turkan, from Turkey, who spent Thanksgiving with us one year, and she told me that in Turkey they only drink eggnog hot. And so sometimes I warm it up and it's really good. It takes on a completely different flavor. All right, here we go. Cheers. Cheers, Dr. Mary. I think I got some on my nose.
That's actually really good.
Oh, it's amazing. Jennifer, please make your mother and your aunt watch this. That's incredible. All right, everybody. We went 1 minute long, I think, but it was worth it. I'll put up the recipe
That
right
is
after
actually
we
quite
post
good.
this. Definitely make this. And of course, you can add alcohol to it later if you want to, as with all things. But it's perfect just like this. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.